Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggle Homestead. I mean, the Wholesome Homestead. I'm down here checking on the pig. I'm just spending some time with him and observing him and honestly just trying to do more research. At this point, we've spent hours researching what could be wrong with him because he's not responding to the antibiotic. And from what we've read, that should have been pretty immediate. We should have seen results from the very first injection 48 hours later at the most, and we have given him 2 injections now and he's not getting any better at all. The good news is that through our countless hours of reading veterinary manuals and reading blogs from commercial farmers and everything that we can possibly find, I think I know what's wrong with him. And it's something called Mycoplasma. Let's see if I can get this right. Mycoplasma. It's a big name for arthritis. Anyway, it's something that you can have spread through a huge farm. It can actually be spread through the wind from farm to farm. But it's just another symptom of commercial farming, and it's just another indication that we're on the right path and we're doing the right thing, because that's what's wrong with the food industry, the animal industry, is that he most likely got this because it's a bacteria that just spreads through, and sometimes in an entire herd of pigs, you could have this bacteria, but only a small population of the pigs will show any symptoms. But it's characterized by sudden onset of lameness, by swelling of the joints, which is what he has going on right now, and the shivering is actually not from a fever, although he may have an elevated fever. It's actually he's more shuddering in pain. So at this point, I'm kind of out of options. We have one more course of action. We're going to try a different antibiotic, but if he doesn't respond to that, I think the best thing for him would be to put him down. And as hard as that is for me, and trust me, it is, it's actually one of the reasons that I often question if I'm cut out for this lifestyle, because it's such a difficult part of it. But at this point, it's harder to see him suffer. And so we want to do what's right by him. We're called to be good stewards of our animals. And so sometimes being a good steward means putting an animal that's suffering down. So we're going to try one last thing, and we're going to keep praying. I've been praying for him every day, and I hope you'll join us in praying with him. We know that God cares for these animals even more than we do. And so we'll try one more thing, but if he doesn't respond, then that may be our last resort. So we'll keep you updated, and please just keep praying for Apollo. Protection from the weather.
touch base with the baby pig here. I know a lot of you may be thinking, why in the world are they going through all this with the little guy instead of just taking him to the vet or calling the vet? There's several reasons as to why we're not calling a vet. Reason number one being cost effectiveness. Raising your own pigs is not about spending a bunch of money. It's about saving money. So if you're going to get a baby pig and then you go and spend a couple $100s on vet bills, you're defeating the whole purpose of raising your own pigs in the first place. Secondly, the less heartless reason is because around here nobody treats pigs. We've called several vets already just to get prices, because we are not the heartless farmers that feel that we want to raise pigs just for the sole purpose of having meat. We want them because we want them to have a better quality of life. We want to raise them and have them be happy because they are giving us the gift of food. We owe them everything because they're sacrificing themselves for our table, for our benefit. So we owe it to them to be able to treat them right and to keep them healthy. Now, with that being said, nobody around here treats pigs because everybody around here is a full-blooded farmer. Everybody does things themselves, and they feel that it's too much of a cost, so just to do it themselves. Now, I'm trying to get to the point where I can do that because it is a very humane process. It's just my heart is still a little mushy. It has not calloused over quite yet. So right now we are doing the best we can with very limited resources as far as medical opinions or just anything in that area. So we're going to do what we can. Our next step is penicillin. We're going to do what we can with that, see how that handles it, but this pig is in a lot of pain. So if it doesn't get any better within 1 to 2 days, we will probably be calling a vet or taking it to a vet and having it euthanized. We've already given it a week. This baby pig is just suffering too much. It's not worth it to me to have it suffer a little bit longer, just so hopefully we can find something that will work for the time being, because what we think it has is going to be a lifelong problem. It will come back and then it'll go through the same thing, and it's just not life for a pig, and I don't see it being necessary just for a little bit of meat on my table. But if you have any questions, just comment and we'll get back to you guys. Thank you.